Hey guys, Skulker here. So today I'm gonna show you some Handlock gameplay, a Handlock deck. So like I'm on rank 9 now with like 4 stars. I just got demoted again. I was originally on rank 7 with 1 star. I just fell apart yesterday. I don't know what was with my gaming. I couldn't play. Played so bad every game. So now I'm on rank 9 with 4 stars, even though I was on rank 7 with 1 star. So I'm actually not. I'm gonna play on casual because I won't play on casual for a few reasons. One, I don't want to get demoted again. Which I'm gonna, I guess, play with, I think, my control priest in my next video. I'm gonna play on ranked. Because my control priest is very good. Because almost everyone's using aggro these days. So that's kind of why I actually want to show you on ranked. I mean on casual. Show you the aggro matchup. Now I'm probably gonna lose an aggro matchup. But I can show you how to play it at least. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know why, but everyone is using aggro these days. I guess everyone's using it because it requires no skill and it's easy. But, like, I don't understand why anyone plays aggro on casual, because it requires, like, it's not fun, I don't think. So he's using a zoo deck, like, I'm just going to assume that. So against a rush deck, most people don't really know how to use Handlock. They'll just, oh my gosh, I'm losing my microphone. They'll just assume and try to go with the turn 4 plays, like usual. But you really want Owls, Ancient Watchers, Dark Bomb, and Coils, and Chows. So we got a very good hand against Zoo, because we have a Chow and a Coil. Alright, so he's probably going to put out a Voidwalker. Okay, he doesn't have one. I'm going to drop the Chow. Because when you're going second, sorry about that, when you're going second, you can play 1 card. Alright, so he's using Zoo. So I could tap, or I could put out the Ancient Watcher. So I'm gonna tap. Alright, we got the Mountain Giant, okay. Mountain Giant can be very powerful against Zoo. They usually just have to kill with power overwhelming. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. We're gonna pick, so we can actually play 1 card. I think next turn I can Ancient Watcher, coin, tap, or I could just coil, tap, depending on what he does. Well, I feel like even playing on casual might be a better showing of the deck, because you really, it's not that hard to play with control, against control matchups. It's kind of very simple, it's a very good matchup for you. But against an aggro deck like Zoo, he has a very bad opening. It's a little more complicated to use. So the coil is nothing here. So if we tap, Mountain Giant will cost 3. So let's see, how much do we do this? If we get rid of 2 cards in our hand, and we gain 1, if you go up to 7, he'll cost 6, he'll cost 5. Fine, so we can't do that. So how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cards. See, I could actually play Chow, and that'll be fine. I can just play Chow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because next turn, the Giant will still cost 4. That's fine. Oh, I forgot to actually show you my deck. Okay, that's actually, well, I could just basically explain it to you. We have the usual 2 Mountain Giants. The only cards I have unusual in this, I have a Faceless. Not everyone has a Faceless Manipulator in their deck. I only have 1 Antique Healbot. I have 2 Earthen Ring Farseers. Because of aggro. I only have 1 Dark Bomb. And I have, like, Draxus. I don't have Sylvanas. I have Emperor. I have the usual cards, Dr. Boom. I don't have Ragnaros. Like, I have him in real life in, like, my card collection, but I didn't put him in the deck. So I guess we'll just drop a Mountain Giant. Yeah, we'll just drop a Giant. Let's go face. This guy has a pretty poor opening. We could, like, I could have killed the Voidwire, not worth it, though. The interesting thing about the egg is it's actually very annoying in this deck, is Hellfire. Oh, that's interesting. He's playing a Sea Giant Zoo deck. I actually haven't played one of those. I don't think ever. Obviously, it's a Big Game Hunter. I'm getting Big Game Hunter right. I'm just debating what else I could do. I could drop the Ancient Watcher, shout for a Shadow Flame. I think I'm going to clear his board. Well, essentially. So I'm going to see what he gets from this. Oh, so that's the reason I essentially did that, because if he gets Mal'Ganis. So I could big game hunter Mal'Ganis. Either way, I'm gonna clear the board. I can actually Shadow Flame, but the problem with Shadow Flame is that he gets a 4/4 out, and I have no one out. So we're just gonna have to trade, and we'll have a big game hunter out, and then I think we'll. All right, fine. So let's kill that. Big game hunter that, and I'll just tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Fine, and we still have the coin. So now I don't have to worry about Mal'Ganis anymore. He's down to Sea Giant, and so this is a Sea Giant Zoo deck. So basically, the goal of their deck is to get basically what just happened out. The Sea Giant out in turn 5 or about. It sucks. And then, and I get like stuff like Mal'Ganis from your Void Callers and big cards. So he might actually even have Jiraxxus too. It's debatable. Shadow Flame is pretty bad here. Hellfire would be fantastic. Hellfire would be very nice. Dark Bomb's not terrible either. I could Dark Bomb Coil, that costs 3, and drop a Farseer. That's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. Get rid of a lot of cards, which is unfortunate, but whatever. So let's Dark Bomb that, and then Coil that. So that's my last Dark Bomb. Now we get the Hellfire. So now I don't have board control or health control. He has more health due to the chows, but it's not a big deal because I'm gonna have better late game than he does, and Handlock is very controlly, especially against times where you don't get Mountain Giants and Twilight Drakes and Molten Giants out the wazoo. Wow, that's a good stretch. Oh man, please don't do 3. Yeah, she's probably just gonna kill it. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so his chance of me not dying there were so slim. Alright, so Hellfire is pretty fantastic here. I have 3 mana left, so I could drop down Ancient Watcher, because I only have 1 Hellfire, which most people have 2. But I don't have a lot of cards, so I kind of want to tap. I'll take a lot of damage, though. It's fine. I can actually coin out an Emperor, but I'm not going to. So he's going to have a 2/1. Oh, I actually didn't know I take that damage. It's not a big deal, though. So, more Coil would be nice. So I'm just going to end the turn. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards in our hand. The worst matchup for Handlock is against Paladin, an aggro Paladin. Oh, that sucks. I already used Big Game Hunter. So, I've beaten them before. However, the Divine Favor really kills you. Okay. Shadow Flame plus Anti-Killbot. Doesn't kill Dr. Boom. It's gonna get me killed because the Boom Blast will probably just do 6 damage, and with my luck. So it looks like we lost this one because I got very poor cards and it's a hard matchup. I could tap and then Sludge Belcher. But I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I'm gonna gain anything. I think I have to set up for a Shadow Flame. Alright, so let's just do that. So he's just gonna, let's see, boom. Okay, so I lose. That sucks. But you know, you lose them all, so that's like, if you got good cards here, it'll be better. But I really didn't, and he got very good cards with, like, if he didn't have Mal'Ganis and Sea Giant, I would have been fine. But he did. So, I'm gonna probably play 1 or 2 more matches of this. Then I'm gonna, in my next video, I'm gonna show you Control Priest Unranked. Because Control Priest is really what gets me my ranks high up, and goes low down, so I got down to 7. And I want to go back down to 7. So let's see what I got here. Your best matchup is probably Warrior. Rexar is either your worst matchup or your second worst matchup because of Paladin. So Twilight Drake is okay here because of that. But you really want Ancient Watchers. So I'm just gonna hope to get an Ancient Watcher. I have 2 of them in my deck. No Ancient Watcher. My luck. I don't think I've ever started off an Ancient Watcher when I wanted to. So we're gonna put out the Chow turn 1. Oh, maybe he's using mid-range Hunter. Put out the Chow. If we can draw a... What? He's running Steam Wheel Sniper. So if you draw a Dark Bomb, that'd be nice. That's very unfortunate. I could coin out a Chow, but I'm not going to. If I hit him, he just kills me with his hero power, which he'll probably do anyway. I'm just gonna go face. Actually, I might pick a Mortal Coil. Fine, I might pick a Mortal Coil, so I'll do that. Because the 2 damage to face is pretty much pointless against Hunter. Well, I've never actually played against someone who's ran this card, even though it's such a powerful card. Alright, so hopefully we draw a coil. Oh! See, that's why we did that. Alright, so we're just gonna drop the coil. We can tap, and then Twilight Drake. We can also coin into a Twilight Drake. I actually might want to do that because they have crazy tempo against a Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we won't have that much health. They'll have, what, 8 health? That's not bad, though. Alright, so we're gonna coin out a... Oh, crap! I forgot I already played something. That's actually not... It's not terrible, though. Because we have a Chow and we have a tap. See, that's mistakes you do not want to make. Is you do not want to misuse coins for no reason. I got very confused. I'm very tired. I just haven't posted anything in so long, and I really want to try to get some subscribers. So, you know, don't hate me for just making one mistake. So he's using a really weird deck. Probably using actual beast deck, which is nice for a change. Alright, so now we're gonna drop the Twilight Drake and trade. Now we have board control, which is good, and we have Emperor Thurston and Jiraxis and Antique Healbot, so we definitely have our surviving cards. Even though Emperor Thurston's not a surviving card, he's running Deadly Shot. Deadly Shot's such a good... I don't understand why people don't run it. Alright, Dark Bomb would be a nice pick. Hellfire. I could coin... I mean, I could have coined out if I had kept the coin Emperor Thurston. I think I'm just going to put on Sludge Belcher, because... Could put down the Drake. Maybe actually put down the Drake. Because that's only 4. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill this anyway. So, it's going to be fine. Because I really just want to get rid of that sniper. Alright. Iron Frigger. So he's interesting deck. I don't feel like he has no mono, he's just starting. And that's why he's has like all these bad cards. Because no, keep on losing my microphone. Because he has 2 epics. They're both like 2 of the same epics. He probably crafted both of them. He's probably good, he's just playing around. Alright, so we could put out Emperor Thurston. However, the problem with Emperor Thurston is that he's just gonna die. But you really just want 1 turn of him. I only have 3 health left, so I die the Ironford Grizzly, died Hellfire. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna trade and drop Thurston. Thurston's so powerful with Jiraxis, because then you could put out Jiraxis and Hero Power on turn 10 with him. So he gets 6/6. That's the one problem with Jiraxis. When you play him, you usually don't have field advantage. You might have to play him just for the health. Okay, that's not a good one to get. See if Kill Command or something. Arcane Shot. Wow. See, that's the power of Emperor Thurston. I just took out everyone with him. He traded everything into him. That's why it was not good that he got Mish. However, I'm just going to tap. and I could silence him, but I don't know what else is in this deck. It's not such a big deal. Drop the, usually I would put out Ooze, because I don't feel like he runs weapons, but there's still a chance he might. And it's just such power if you get even one attack of a Glaive Zuka. I think it's worth saving it. Alright. Boulder for Skulker, so maybe is, I don't know. Maybe use all his mana to craft those 2 cards. Alright, Coil will be nice. Alright, no Coil. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in our hand. I could tap. I think I'll just tap. We got the Coil, so then we'll coil this. Got a Molten Giant, that's good. Molten Giant for 4 is actually better than Elixir, because it kills this Ogre. It's supposed to bring out another Sludge Belcher, which isn't really doing anything against the Ogre. So I'm going to drop the Giant. Hit face. Still gonna hold on to the Ooze and the Protector. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 9 cards. That's the nice thing I like about Handlock. You always have options. Multi-shot. I haven't seen that in a while. And a secret. Okay. So, unfortunately, that's almost for sure Freezing Trap. Which puts us in very close to lethal. But we do have the Belcher. I could faceless this, but not worth it, I don't think. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm actually going to put out Sludge Belcher first. Even though it's Explosive Trap, he takes 2 damage. Because in the high likeliness this is Freezing Trap, he would die. Okay, fine. So that's not such a big deal still. Because if it was Freezing Trap, I had a full hand. Instead of going to my hand, he would just die. So we didn't want to do that. So, let's see, we have a few options here. We could drop an Anti-Keelbot, which I think is probably the best move. He has no cards in his hand anyway. But we really want to put out Draxus as soon. I think I want to put out Draxus next turn, even though I'm not getting that much health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's very important to see how many cards I have. So if I tap, I'll just burn the card now. Ooze, I can play Ooze. I can also play nothing. Somehow I don't think that's the right move. Ooze is gonna die to Explosive Trap. Anti-Keelbot, I'm just gonna pass. What am I saving Faceless for? A good question. I don't know. I could have played it. I just didn't. I'm just gonna drop. Next turn is probably Drax's Hero Power. I really wish I would draw some Mountain Giants or some Twilight Drakes. Actually, Twilight Drake's not so good here as opposed to Mountain Giant. I guess that could be, oh. Alright. Big Game Hunter would be nice. I still think I might have to put out Draxus, but I could put out Anti-Keelbot in the worst situation. Let's see. Draxus, Inferno. Hellfire is pretty good here. But I'm just gonna put out Draxus. Alright, let's see. So I guess just Hero Power. I don't mind if the Inferno gets hit. That's why I purposely put it out. Purposely put out the Inferno because I don't mind if it, like, if I minded if it did the 4 damage to the Belcher. Chance of that happening is first has to hit the Belcher, which is a 33% chance, and then has to do 4 damage, which is 25% chance. So I'm fine with that. Oh, that sucks. Okay, but it's not a big deal per se because I have a Inferno. So I think this is where we Shadow Flame. We did draw the Dark Bomb though. Hold on a second. I don't really like Hellfire. It does too much damage to me. I could Hellfire. See, Hellfire does the same thing as Shadow Flame, but Shadow Flames. I don't think I'm ever gonna have a better time to Shadow Flame. So this kills all their guys. Let's get the Explosive Trap triggered just like this. Mr. Oh wow. Okay, fine. I did not see that coming. So Still good we triggered it then, because... Oh, it's interesting. He has 3 attack. Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That's... Whoa. That is weird. Draxus killed him? Okay. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. So, Inferno... I could anti-heal by now. It's a little bit of a waste, but... nah, I'm not gonna do it. Do we just end the turn, or do we taunt one up? I have 2 Sun Fairy Protectors. I don't really know what I'm saving them for. So, I'm just gonna drop one out. Because I don't really need the other one, and... It's again, he only has 1 card out, so the taunt is always nice. And... it's also giving me a 2-3 body, which is nice. Because if you're always attacking with the weapon, you'll just take a lot of damage. Like here, I'm just gonna attack it with the Sun Fairy Protector. Now we get big game hunter. Okay. So Faceless Manipulator is probably not gonna do that much for me in the end of the day. So Inferno, Faceless, 6/6 taunt. Kill that. Face. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so he lost. There's nothing he can do at this point, I don't think. It's a really weird deck. But you guys get the gist a little bit. Draxus is basically how you win the game. That's why some people have so much of an issue putting Draxus out when they have like 18 health or even 14 health or something like that, because they don't get so much bonus. The point of Draxus is not the health. The point of Draxus is the weapon and the Infernos. Alright, so I'm just gonna give him greetings. I love that. Alright, he actually deserves well played, so I really want to get that. There we go. He deserves well played for using Hunter in a unique style, and for giving me a run for my money. So this is the last game, and play one more Handlock. Hopefully we can win. And then I'm just going to, in the next video, which I'll be doing soon, I'm going to do Control Priest unranked. Because it's actually really annoying. Interesting thing. Whenever I use a Control Priest, which is very not good against Control, it's completely anti-aggro rush. I have beaten Control decks with it, but it's not as good. This is if that's Oil Rogue, I'm in trouble. But Control Priest is very good against aggro, so that's why I like using it. Okay, so the first thing you have to evaluate when you're using Handlock is what deck are they using. I mean, yeah, what deck are they using? So Rogue is generally not rush, and I'm just gonna hope it's not rush. If this was ranked, I know it wasn't rush. I know it was oil. So what I'm gonna do is, like, I have Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant, which is pretty good. I'm just gonna hope he's not using a rush mech deck. Alright, let's see. So I'm just gonna, yeah. So he's probably using oil. He could be using a mill. That's actually funny. I actually have played mill decks before. Mill against Handlock does not work well. I mean, it works incredibly well. So it still could be oil and it still could be mill. Those are the only 2 options it could be. Just if they don't have anyone out, don't worry about life tapping. That's a big part of this deck, is deciding when to life tap. You almost always want to life tap every turn, especially in the end game. Some people, like, I have 8 health left. Unless you're playing a mage and you're in fireball range, I wouldn't worry about it too much, as long as you have taunters up, because most decks don't have enough damage to the face. Hunter is an interesting story, because they automatically have 2, and then a quick shot could be 3, and that will let them pick a card. If they have no cards in their hand, they can have something else. Next turn. Alright, so he's running a anti-aggro deck. So he probably shouldn't have put that out. But the interesting thing is there's a lot of cards that I could get out that can actually mess me up. For instance, if I get something like a Sun Fairy Protector or Defender, I have Defender of Argus in my hand, so I can't get it, but I'm saying it in general. Defender of Argus, Sun Fairy Protector will be bad. Twilight Drake will be bad, because Twilight Drake's gonna get the bonus then. Draxus will be bad. I know it's a 315, but you need the, I don't know what the hell he's doing. You need the, Draxus as your hero. Alright, so maybe he lost connection. That would be pretty lame if he did. So I'm just gonna drop the Giant. And I'm probably gonna kill him. He's gonna Sap. Sap is very, very good against this deck, because he gets to revolve the Taunters. So I'm gonna give this guy greetings. Because I kind of want him to be playing, and I want to have to look for another match. Plus, I started very well against this deck. Alright, let's see what he's got here. We have the Faceless next turn, actually. But I usually like waiting for Faceless to turn to a Taunter. So, is he gone? Is that it? Hello? Why can't this happen to me unranked? He just goes away. Oh. Oh my gosh, is he playing Mill? I forgot Deathlord's using Mill decks. Holy crap. He's running Mill, isn't he? Oh my gosh, he's running Mill. Wow. So this is by far the hardest matchup. Mill is not... Oh my gosh, alright. So, let's see what happens here. Big Game Miner is a very bad card to get also, so I think I actually want to get rid of as many cards in my hand as possible, normally. But I want this Twilight Trick to do something good, so I'm going to drop the Twilight Trick. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So we're probably going to end up burning a whole bunch of cards, which is very unfortunate. And getting something like Big Game Hunter is also very unfortunate. Who runs Mill? It's such a weird thing. Yeah, Mill is probably actually your worst matchup. Because you're just going to burn through your deck in a second. I wonder what the point. He might actually just try to go face. Yeah, alright. So he's probably going to trade this 2-2 into my 4. He actually might have Shadow Step. Okay, interesting. Shadow Step. Eviscerate. Okay. I'm already down to 16 health and 10 cards, so let's see how many cards I can play this turn. Not even that. I only have 6 mana. Emperor Thurston is very nice here, though. We get big discounts. Very big discounts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Considering the fact that there's nothing I'm gonna be able to coil, probably, I don't think he's gonna. Alright, he burned Dr. Boom. I'm probably just gonna drop the coil, just for nothing, and I'm probably gonna drop a Sunfear Protector and an Ancient Watcher and an Earthen Ring Farseer. So I think this might be his last turn of burning a lot of cards. Never mind. Oh, well, I guess it's still a turn. Alright, that's not Dark Bomb. It's my only Dark Bomb. I am down to 12 cards, so I am going to. I don't think it's possible to win. Okay, so I burnt bad cards there, but I'm dropping this for absolutely no reason, I think. Hold on a second. We're dropping an Ancient Watcher. Should probably drop the Antique Healbot too. We can drop both of these, which is unfortunate. I would like to drop both of those cards. I could drop an Earthen Ring. I could actually, I could give him plus health. Should I give Emperor Thurston the extra health? Well, first of all, I'm killing both of these guys. I could coil Emperor Thurston. That's pretty stupid, though. I kind of want Earthen Ring Farseer. Emperor Thurston. Earthen Ring Farseer is 2 plus Sunfear Protectors 3. That's not so non-efficient. Defender Vargas, but Defender Vargas is actually not terrible here. So let's Defender Vargas that, and then drop Earthen Ring Farseer, heal him. And I think we're gonna end the turn. We can Mortal Coil something, but I'm not going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 cards. So 1 Cold Light Seer burns nothing, which is, I guess, a good sign. And like next turn, how much damage do we have? We don't have a Owl, which is unfortunate, because then Ancient Watcher can't attack. But we do have 8. We have 15 damage on the field. So let's see. And I think all his damage is gonna have to come from milling me, because he's not getting through my defenses so quickly with a mill deck, I don't believe. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I want to use that in coil, because I feel like I have to go face. Alright, that's not so bad. Alright. So, I'm actually at Molten Giant. I was actually feeling a little bit of the Emperor Thurston Faceless play to really discount my hand, but I can't do that yet. So I really want to play out Thurston. Because if your whole hand's discounted, then it's not going to be as good. I think I'm actually going to drop the coil now. I'm just going to coil my own guy. Just get it out of my hand. Drop Emperor Thurston. I could drop the Sunfury Protector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So, you really just want to look out for how many cards you're going to burn if all he does is drop a Cold Light Seer. Now, we also only have 10 cards on deck left. And we should keep in mind we burned Dr. Boom. And Dark Bomb. So there's no chance. If you're relying on winning on one of those cards, you don't have that. But next turn, we have a pretty cool play with Facelessing Emperor Thurston. I call that cool because having 2 Emperor Thurstons is pretty bad. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Vanish. So no one dies, however I burn 1 card. I burnt the Molten Giant, which is very unfortunate. So I'm going to drop Thurston, Faceless, and I'm going to drop Sunfury Protector. Now, normally I wouldn't want to give both these guys taunt. I don't want him doing any direct damage, and I want to get that card out of my hand. Now everything gets decreased by 2, which is quite badass. So almost everything's free now. Right? Shadow Flame, Antique Healbot, Sludge Belcher, Twilight Drake, and fine. So next turn we could pretty much play our entire hand. Actually, we can't. We'll run out of space on the board. But he might have another Vanish. He used what, 2 or 3 Cold Lights. It was very important to keep how many cards he used up. Fan of Knives. How many cards? He has 12 and I have 9 cards. Okay, so it's not terrible. But they always have Antique Healbots also. But I have Jiraxis, which has not yet been burnt, which is good. Alright. We also have 1 more Orthan Ring Farseer. And then the Antique Healbots in my hand. Alright. So I think next turn I'm just going to try... that's interesting. So, Emperor Thurston does kill Death Lord. However, I find little point in doing that. I find great point in letting both these guys live another turn. Even though it's... I might actually want to tap. I'm feeling a little bit of that tap. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am playing a ton of cards. How many cards am I playing? I'm playing these 2. I'm playing 1, 2, 3 cards. 4 cards, probably. So the tap isn't bad. Because I'm going to get health. Alright, so this is actually... whew. I could silence that Death Lord. But let's see, what are we playing first? We're playing the Twilight Drake first. We have to worry for Vanish a little bit. A little bit worried for Vanish. So I'm going to drop that also. I think I'm actually going... I could silence that. I don't really want the card, so I'm going to silence it. Most people would never want to silence a card like that. Drop Belcher. We want to get our hand a little smaller. But Belcher isn't very good at attacking face, is he? So, what do we want to drop here? Maybe I'll drop the Ancient Watcher. And then the Chow. Okay, well, actually, we probably shouldn't have dropped the Chow anyway. So, do we have lethal next turn? 3, 7. Yeah, we have lethal. Okay. That's one problem with dropping the Watcher. It doesn't have any damage. Okay. So, let's see. He can vanish is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vanish kills Ancient Watcher because it's the last card I played, so that's not bad whatsoever. And then we burn 1 card. What do we want? We burnt Dr. Boom. We really want in our hand. We don't have Rag. I wish maybe I should have Rag in this deck. That's not. I have like 2 spells in this deck. That's not a big deal. Alright, so he's killing 1 Thurston. Let's see. Sunfury Protector. That's not bad. could tap again, but I only have one Emperor. I only have one Emperor Thurston, so it's not worth it as much. So we're gonna clear his board first. First things first. We're gonna drop Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame costs 2, isn't that? That's pretty funny actually with Loatheb. We're gonna Shadow Flame, trade the Owl in, right? Oh, actually, there's no point of Shadow Flame. No, but I think, nah, I'm still gonna Shadow Flame him over him, just because he can attack, and I feel like that's why I need more. All right, so then, Defender of Argus is pretty good here. We'll drop the Giant, and then we'll drop Defender of Argus over here, or here. I guess here. Face, we could tap, but, tapping's risky. Sludge Belcher. I guess we have lethal anyway, times like 50, so I should probably play it safe. What's he gonna do? Well, whatever, I won't play anything. Because I don't see how he could get out of this. Emperor Thurston single-handedly took this deck down. Actually, I guess he had help with a Faceless Manipulator. So that's still lethal, and he has 5 mana. I think it's well played. That'd be cool if we could draw Jiraxis, just so we could play Jiraxis for fun. I think that's kind of cool, actually. He had Loatheb, and Shadow Flame costed like -3 at one point. So he's trying to draw a solution. I think he's trying to draw Vanish. I don't think he understands that he can't play Vanish. So, well played. 2 mana, there's no way he can do anything here. So that's actually interesting. I didn't think there was any way possible I could take down this middle deck. I actually really wish. I think this is the 3rd time people have conceded to me, and I don't like it because I need a beat down. See, if he hadn't conceded, I would have gotten that, and I could open a pack for you. So thank you guys for watching, like usual, and I